Everybody's attacking the passport guys. Everybody's against the passport guys. Everybody's against the guys traveling overseas for women. I can only talk about my experiences, my situations, my dealings, my life, my story, my adventures, my episodes, right? Every time I went out, every time, I always looked at the ones that were above, right? Levels, you know, she's a 10, she's an 8, she's a 7, she's a 6, she's a 5, she's a 4. I always liked the more attractive women, right? And every time, right, in my entire life, I always saw a muscular dude with a very gorgeous girl, right? Don't we always see that, right? And I always, like I say in my stories, I'm always looking up. Like, I wish I could have been that guy. You guys are saying the same thing. I grew up with guys that were like 3 and 5 and 6. Like, you dated 6, come by, you pull up. All my homeboys will pull up. Want to be accurate, they pull up. Well, my girl, got my girl on the call. Which one? I always wanted to be that. I'm like, ooh, she's fire. Walk back to my driveway, she's fire. She's gorgeous. She's a 10. Nah, none of my homeboys had no 10s, but let me put it on the road. I'm on the road. But I always wanted more than what I was, and I hate to do that to myself. People in YouTube that talk about traveling and passports and indulging in warmongering and whatever it is, whatever you want to say. We're all traveling for women, right? So now the American women are like, hey, get out. I will get out. Because I tried for many years on y'all. Even the mediocre ones, the ones you really don't want. You're like, well, I gotta get something. I'm a man. Look at that plane. Look at that plane. I gotta get something. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man that likes ladies. Even there was resistance. Maybe because they don't make enough money in these third world countries, Brazil and Mexico, Thailand, Philippines. Maybe they don't have money, so they're a little more susceptible to. Listen, we're not the only ones. I know Dominicans that have family members that were like, you know, in the States, and I broke up with Erenicia, you know, they have the wild names, the Valneria, and it's like, oh, what happened to her? Not Keith, what was his name? Kerem or something. Oh, what happened to your cousin? How you doing? Oh, he just got married. He just got married. Oh, word, that's what's up. How did we get married? Whatever. Yeah, we were in DR. We went down there, had a wedding down in DR. He met a girl. They never complain about the Dominicans when they go down and get a girl. Like I told you many times, my agenda was to go get a girl. I don't see anything wrong with going down and traveling for something that you always wanted. Back in the days, we used to want cars, right? I'm using the analogy of cars and women, the story. Please peep the story, right? They say, oh, you go to Jersey, get a cheap car in Jersey. Go to Virginia, you can get real cheap cars in Jersey. Florida, oh, you don't even need a cosigner in Florida. Oh, Atlanta, my cousin works there. You go where it's cheaper. You go where it's cheaper. Where the love's a little better. They say, oh, you know, the Thailand girls are more affectionate. They comb the hair on your big toe. Oh, you know, it's nice, whatever. You're used to what you're used to. Oh, there's no scamming and scheming with the Thailand girls. Now you slowly start to hear stories of the Thailand girls snatching, grabbing. But hey, listen, you go where you want to go, right? Like I said, I didn't grow up looking at Thailand girls like, she's hot. But regardless of what I'm trying to say is, I always got turned down in camp, in the after school programs, at the Roosevelt Field Mall, at the Sunrise Mall, Jamaica Avenue. You saw it all day in Jamaica Avenue, everyone. I'm changing my voice because I can change my voice. I'm telling you all the truth. Some of the YouTubers are doing, they're reading other people's stuff and telling you the stories and looking. I'm telling you my life. I'm dragging you into my life. I would be at the Coliseum where the jewelry was at. You think I had a shot with some girl that brought $400 pair of earrings at the time. That was a lot of money. 89, 97, that was a lot of money. You think I had a shot? Guys, I'm serious. You think I had a shot? No. Overweight, clothes wasn't right, right? Because after you lose the weight, you got to get the gear. You got to get the clothes. Am I lying? Am I lying, guys? Jam Rock. There was a club in Hempstead, New York, called Jam Rock. Jam Rock. Nassau, Hempstead, Long Island. Look it up. Jam Rock. Little Kim performed there. I went to go see Little Kim. A few other times. Right, you always used to see the dudes that be like, okay. He looked like somebody that would be with a girl like that. Gorgeous, light-skinned. Go there on they had a reggae night, they had an R&B night. Jam Rock, right? That was our tunnel. That was the Long Island tunnel. Tunnel. And be like, nah. You know, the big girls, anybody can take the big girls down except for the cute ones. But in my neighborhood, all the bad girls will take it. And they were only single for like a week. That's the truth. In your hood, Nebraska, Alaska, Arkansas. Shout out to my guy, Arkansas, man. Bup. Turn down. This white girl, Wendy, right? She acted black. We used to call her half black. Right? Gorgeous girl. Met her. You know what I mean? We used to kick a couple times. That was my homegirl's cousin or something. Right? So my man went out. Boop. My man was, like I said, the typical dude. Rap, basketball, did a couple bids, worked out every day, ran in the park. Listen, I gave him credit. Ran every day. Worked out every day. Right? But he fit the criteria of what certain chicks wanted. I went after her. Got her number. Man, just the whole... put it this way, just nothing ever became of it. I lost weight 3 times in my life. I've been 250 pounds in my life. So it ain't just the weight. It's not just the weight. Back in the days, we went to a club in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey and all the New Jerseyans all around the world. Everyone from New Jersey, stand up. Out there talking to a gorgeous Argentinian girl or something. Went there just for some kind of event. And it was just like, had a number. It was just like, nah, you know, talking. She's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go back with my ex. It was like, after 3 weeks of talking to her. Like, I didn't even get a chance to take her out. What caused that situation? I should look her up on Facebook, right? I don't know. It just seemed like the cards was never in my favor. Right? Isn't that all of us? Isn't that all of us? You get a girl. Why would I continue to keep grinding and pounding and grinding it out in the States? Looking for women when I've been turned down in every situation. He's nice. Every time you hear a person's nice, you know they don't look right. And I'm a cute man. Man. I'm a man, dog, that like women. Why do I kind of keep playing it the way I've been playing it? eHarmony, Plenty of Fish. And I see dudes down there that are like Herschel Walker, like just 4,000 push-ups a day. Like, come on, man. Why are you here? Why are you in Rumbus? Shaking? Why are you here in Rumbus? Why are you at the casino? They could, listen, they could, okay, whatever they want me to do. They want to give me a ride to the airport. They want to give me a ride to the bus station. They want to give me a ride to the border. I'll take it. I done spit the $100 that I would spend at Applebee's on drinks. They want to bring their girlfriend sometimes. Oh, my girlfriend just came with me from the hair salon and we wanted to go home and I was going to drop her off. But is it all right if she comes? What do you think I'm going to say? Grinding it out. The other bad chick at Macy's that I got a chance to talk to, that never materialized into anything. Just like 2 phone conversations and like 200 texts. Like, it never turned into anything. It never materialized into anything. It was just like disappointment after disappointment. Why should Joe Buttons be the only one getting all the baddies? Why should Lil Fizz be the only ones getting all the baddies? The 10s. Why? Tell me that. Anybody, tell me that. The Derek Jeters of the world. Like, they don't even, like, they were going out. I heard Derek Jeter and Tiger Woods emptied a club. Emptied a club with women. Like, it was crazy. Don't you think the average guy's always going to be like, I wonder what that was like? Because settling is just like, nothing to me. Settling's just like, nah, not that one, not that one. And I see it all the time. The dudes that used to have it are now settling. Because the women are fat. Shout out to all the fat wives. Fatness. It's terrible. It's a terrible situation. My truck is dirty. Continue on like this. I got a new phone. I don't know how to hook nothing up. Oh, what a nuisance. Everything has to be reconfigured. Everything has to be reconfigured. So the whole thing about dropping us off and whatever, what about the losers? What about the car pushers? The dudes that never had a shot because they never looked at us. And I'm telling the truth. And they want to give us a ride to the airport. Give me a ride to the airport. When I tried, I still try. And I'd be like, she's gorgeous. I want something like that. She's beautiful. No. Every time you're going to get turned down. You want to get all these lessons, dating lessons, romance lessons. It's very rare I've been out in the mall and saw a sloppy, dirty-looking fat guy with a gorgeous girl with nails and hair. And because the white girls wear wigs now and whatever it is. And it's getting hot here. Extensions. I want a real woman. I want a gorgeous woman. And I settle when I go down there too. Shout out to SOSUA. Madison Square, SOSUA. Howdy, y'all. All you have pats out there, man. If we're going to do the YouTube, we got to do it right. If we're going to do the information thing, we got to do it right. And I try to do as best I can. Some clickbait, yeah, but I could go on and on with the stories of disappointment. On and on. Like my man, right? I hooked my man up with this girl I used to work with, co-worker, had a corporate job. He was gymnastics within like the first week he met her. Smooth dude, Puerto Rican, jewelry, you know what I mean? Car salesman. He was smashing the first week. You know, she wouldn't tell me. She's like, yeah, he's cool. We hung out. And he's coming back like, I'm gonna come by your house and tell you the whole story. But you can't say nothing. I have never done that. I have never met, I mean, when I started traveling, I did, but I never was like, wait, no, there was two. I ain't gonna do myself like that. I think there was two. Yeah, it's to my bad. Listen, later on in life when I was just frustrated, I just didn't care. I just talked to them like they were garbage. I saw results. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very aggressive human being, and I'm a bottle thrower. I don't know what's with that, but anyway, I want to play. I want an attractive woman. What do I have to go back to school? Have to go get the MCATs? Have to go the IK90 or whatever it is, the stock exam, the IK1. But now more and more I notice dudes are still getting turned down, right? And there's more like me than there is the guys that, like, how many guys do you know that get beautiful women? And if you do, how long do you keep them? How long do you keep them? It's some sad business. It really is. It's sad. It's really sad. And now that I'm 50, it's harder. Ageism. You go to DR, you shake it around. Hokey pokey. To me, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Because it breeds happiness. Success. So I come home feeling $1 million to the point to where I don't want to come home. So I don't take offense by what these people are saying. Because of many a day at the bank, looking at a gorgeous girl like, hello, and nothing else happens out of it. And all these dudes, my girl's beautiful, my girl's bad. I've only had 2 people send me pictures of their baby mamas or pictures of their exes. Let me see your ex. Show your ex-girlfriend if she's gorgeous. See, that's what I'm saying, different from me than the other YouTubers. I take you into my life. Come on. Come deeper into my life. So I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't successful with women. I struggled. A lot of nights I ended up hurt. And I fed that hurt with food and pain. To be honest, to be totally honest. And you too. You look awkward, clothes. You know that some guys are in the Jordans. A lot of girls, you're not going to be. And this is when we grew up. This is like 88, 89. No, you ain't got no Jordans, kid. I'm sorry. You ain't got no car. I'm sorry. You ain't got no Lexus. I'm sorry. Go to the Greek Fest. They looking at what you're wearing. How your hair is. Going to the barbershop once a week. Sorry. No. No. Sometimes it didn't even matter how much money you have. No, you're not cool enough. You don't sound cool. You know what I mean? When I was young, I had to practice how to, talk like the dudes from the city and all that. You know what I mean? Word, them Queensbridge dudes keep it real. They be like, man, where you from? It don't sound like you from out here. Where you from? Word. And my man, he's a mixing engineer, doing successful now, beautiful. Happy for him. He's a successful engineer. I can say his name and all that, but he always used to be like, where you from? You sound funny. I just want to be happy, man. If anything's wrong with that, I mean, I'll go to another country. I don't care what y'all say. Big girls. And now all my people's girls is big, telling them what to do. Like, who you think you're talking to? Like, my sister like that. Like, yo, don't be talking to me like that. What's wrong with you? Listen, there's a lot of dudes with success. Look at Ezekiel Elliott's woman. Look at Shaquan Barkley's woman. All these NFL dudes. You be around these athletes and be like, ugh, it's disgusting what these women are with. I mean, what these dudes is with. Like, she's gorgeous. So many times going to CW Post, right? My homeboy played for football for CW Post. We used to go to those games and like the parties afterwards and be like, this is crazy. Like, look at the girls at this party. We go to like the football rally parties, whatever, like, you know what I mean? CW Post, Long Island, New York, Nassau. And I'd be like, just, even though it was kind of, sometimes the music was a little bit of whack, Smashing Pumpkins and all that and whatever. 3 Doors Down. 3 Planes. You know what I mean? But it was like every night. That's what I mean. Every night I had a good night. Not every night, but there were some really great nights. But they didn't end up with a woman in my bed. Nothing soft. That's what I'm trying to tell all of you. Nothing was soft in the bed. Nothing called me when it left my house and went to work and said, I miss you. Everybody needs that. I miss you. I love you. Couldn't find out eHarmony. Now listen, there's some big girls out there. Everybody had a time in their life where it was late, getting sun starting to come up, leaving White Castle. Like, okay, this is ridiculous. I gotta get something. Go to the worst looking one, be like, hey, how you doing? Let's go. Because they never want to leave. Right? Until you find out they have a good job. Now that's my hood. You got the fat, nasty, and disgusting ones with some dudes because they got a good job. But with the bad chicks from around my way, they didn't care if you had a good job. They don't care. They didn't care. And I'm assuming I'm 50, so I'm assuming it's still the same way. It has to be. Word. I don't want to keep continuing my life worrying if I'm going to meet a woman or not, worrying about how I got to go about getting gymnastics. And in the States, you got to worry about how you're meeting them. How long can you keep her on the phone? I mean, I used to just come up with scams and schemes and trying to keep them on the phone. It was just a nightmare. Planning and, talking to my boy, I just met this chick last night. Ask her if she got a friend. Ask her if she has a friend. Ask her if she has a friend. Like, I won't do that no more. the hookup. And I've been, listen, don't get it twisted. I've been in Santiago where it was just like, man, struck out. That's what I said about SOSUA. Or going to San Domingo, a couple of the houses with the seagulls. Shout out to the word seagull. Call women seagulls. Or you half pats out there in Madison Square, SOSUA. I don't want to do none of that no more. And I'm pretty sure dudes, even if you could get them in the States, we still can. I don't want to say, yeah, I get girls, but I get ones. Oh, goodness gracious. God, Zooks, what do the ones look like? Show your women. At first, the YouTubers got to start showing their women. If they got women, show your women. You don't want to jeopardize people, people's privacy on camera. Then how are we supposed to believe anything if we don't see anything? How are we supposed to believe it if we never see it? Just assume. You said it, so therefore that's what it is. No, not with me, not with T.M.I, not with top 5 T.M.I, not with Machiavelli, not the whale of Wall Street. Time to change everything, man. I'm trying to get it right. But there's nothing wrong with it. Not to me. Because a lot of dudes out there are just looking at the coworker, gorgeous, like, even if I just wanted her to say hi. Just wanted a conversation. Just wanted to take her to work. I want to take Michelle to lunch, but I'm scared to ask her because she's very beautiful and I've seen her boyfriend drop her off. So every day you're drinking too. Drink about Michelle. She's 20, gorgeous, half Italian, half Puerto Rican. Every day going to the job, wishing, oh, gorgeous, sweet, sexy. Wondering, wishing. Just look at yourself, you look down at yourself, look in the mirror like, she would never ever like a guy like me. It's hypothetically. So I told you I overcame that with attitude. With attitude. And you go to SOSUA and you be like, I never thought this would be possible. I don't care how much they say. I never thought this would be possible. And I'm not telling guys to go out there and give them 20 grand. I'm not telling guys to go out there and give these women 6 grand. Because when their grandmother's sick, it's a lie. When their son is sick, it's a lie. When they're laying in the hospital with IV in their arm, most likely it's a lie. They lie. It's all a lie. But still, I'd rather deal with the lies than live in a state of agony. In the mall, in the Sprint store, looking at the girl like, hey, how are you? Yo, you think maybe I could call you sometime? Oh, like, who even does that? I had a chick tell me that, my goddaughter's homegirl. Like, just talking like hypothetically, and they'd be like, who even does that? Like, who? I've never had it. She was a cute girl. She like, I never had a guy ask me out at the mall. I was like, damn, y'all go online now? I'm talking about the shy guys, the loser guys. The guys that are always down by 18 points with no strikes in the first inning. That's the ones I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm sorry. Don't you hate that? Don't you? Who doesn't hate that? Who would miss that in the States? No, I'm sorry. I'm not interested. Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. That's very sweet of you. No, just like, oh no. Or I texted her like a month ago and she's just now responding. That was February. It's April. She's just now responding. And like I said, we're in our 50s now, guys. A lot of half-pats, expats, we're 50s, running behind 20-year-olds. You know what I mean. It's a sad situation. It's sad business. Who wants to deal with that? You want something nice. You want something gorgeous. I will move on. I will move my army through the straits of Brazil, through the straits of Thailand, Philippines, Mexico. Because I'm the real. I will show the real. T.M.I, top 5 T.M.I.